Dividend investing is getting overrated. And yeah, medyo kakaiba yung video na ito kasi I'm gonna do magra-rant, or not really rant, but gonna be sharing some of my thoughts about what's currently happening in the Philippine market, especially the dividend investing. So, right now kasi parang yung dividend investing is getting traction and a lot of people are interested to get into dividend investing. And yun lang, I feel like nagiging overrated na siya ngayon. And I'll be sharing some of my thoughts. And yeah, let me know if this resonates with you or ano yung thoughts nyo dito. But I just really wanna share yung point of view ko when it comes to dividend investing. So yeah, let's get started. So if you've been following my channel for a long time already, you'd probably know na ako yung isa sa mga nag-start talaga about dividend investing. So, probably I'll look for my oldest video about sharing yung dividend investing. I'll put it here. Okay, makikita mo, yan yung isa sa mga old videos ko about dividend investing. I'll probably put also the link down in the description if you wanna see that. So, if babalikan ko yun, medyo cringy. Okay, sobrang nakikringe ako when I look at my past videos. But, yeah, I was really one of the few people sharing about dividend investing. Hindi pa uso yung dividend investing. In fact, wala pang mga REITs. Okay, and yung strategy ko doon is naghanap talaga ako ng mga stocks na nagbibigay ng regular dividends. Kasi I'm so tired of like looking for passive income. Okay. So like, when I first graduated, yun talaga yung hinahanap ko. I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad and passive income yun eh. So, I've studied stock market investing, mutual funds, and then dun sa book din yun, he encouraged business, MLM, blogging. So, sobrang dami kong in-experience when it comes to looking for the perfect passive income at hindi ko talaga siya mahanap. So, let's say for example, I was in MLM. I was able to build a team. Yes, kumita akong passive income at first, pero yung mga team ko slowly nag-quit. So, yung passive income ko, nag-quit din. Okay. And then, I tried like vlogging. So, yung vlog, wala pang vlogging noon. Wala pang mga video ganito. Magbablog talaga ako. Magra-write ako ng articles. Tapos, after 1 year, yung kinita ko lang, cents. Okay. So, hindi to passive income. Okay. I also did financial advisor. So, syempre, the more clients you have, alright, mas lalaki yung kikitain mo. Kasi yung mga clients mo, monthly. Okay. Kita ka ng passive income nun. Pero na-burnout ako kasi like, I don't know why people are allergic to financial advisors. Like, financial advisor, insurance agent ka naman. So, may ganun, di ba? So, na-burnout ako, medyo emotional kasi grabe yung rejection. People hate being sold to. But, yun lang, na hindi pa din siya passive income. Until such time, I do stock market trading. Okay? Stock market kasi, invest ako, kumita, naging emotional, invest in penny stocks, I lost it all. Okay? So, basically, I was so stressed, tired of finding passive income, and I found out about, can I just find something na I put money and then regular my cash flow? And that's when I found dividend investing. So, I put money, ito mga stocks na to nagbibigay ng regular dividends. I did quick search, sino ba yung mga stocks na historically nagbibigay ng dividends. And these stocks medyo mga malaki, like these businesses have been for so many years na it's impossible na hindi na sila magbigay. Kaya dun ko na I entertained the idea of dividend investing. And dun yung passion ko talaga. It started learning about dividend investing kasi it's finally a sort of passive income na ilalagay mo lang yung pera, kikita ka in dividends in return. So yeah, that's the time I started to really dig deep into dividend investing, and I found out, especially in the global scene, meron mga stocks na nagbibigay ng monthly dividends. Okay? And doon ko nalaman yung mga tinatawag na REITs sa global market. Wala pang REITs dito sa Pinas before. So may REITs na sa global market. At meron din mga tinatawag na dividend kings. Okay? Dividend kings na for the last 50 years, consistent nagbibigay ng dividends. And like, shucks, may mga companies pala na ganun. So, example would be like Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson. So, yung mga dividend kings. Okay? Procter & Gamble. So, basically, in the global market, meron na palang ganun. So, I also want to apply that here in the Philippines. So, nag-search din ako. And so far sa Philippines, parang wala pang ganun eh. Like, dividend kings. But may mga companies na nagbibigay ng regular dividends. So that's when I started to dig deep into dividend investing. And so happen lang na, like, pumasok yung mga REITs in the Philippines. So I started becoming passionate about, pwede din pala. Yung mga nangyari sa global, pwede din palang mangyari dito sa Philippines. So and then, naging passionate ako and I created these videos. And right now, I feel like dumadami na ngayon yung nagtuturi rin ng dividend invest. And I'm so happy. Kasi, finally, this is something na matatawag ko na passive income talaga. And not 100% pa rin kasi you still have to study it. Pero, again, like I got so burnt out before chasing passive income na this is something na I'm really passionate to share. Really. Like, I know people getting into dividend investing kasi nag-try sila mag-trading. Okay? Nasunog lang sila, na-stress sila. And they want a stress-free kind of investing. I know a lot of people na na-experience yung mga network marketing, na nasa financial industry sila, na burnout sila, na real estate agent sila, nagbibenta sila. And they want a stress-free investments, dividend investing. Kaya I'm very passionate about it. Meron din mga professionals na kumikita 6 figures, happy na sila, gusto sila mag-business. Pero, wala silang skills in business, wala silang time, and happy naman sila sa current work nila. They don't wanna add another active income. And this is where dividend investing is perfect for them. Kaya very passionate ako. However, because parang naging uso na si dividend investing, marami na rin nagtuturo. And I'm just sad to say na some of these people are complicating dividend investing. Complicating in the sense na makikita mo, parang they mask themselves as dividend investor, pero parang hinahype na yung audience na, nakabili ka ba dito? Nag-increase na ng 50% yung stock na to. Etong stock na to, probably ma-add sa PSEI, sa index. So, most likely, baka mag-shoot up yung price nito. So, parang nagiging trader, di ba? So, it's like a trader disguised as a dividend investor, no? And medyo nasasad ako in the sense na, like, dividend investing is getting overrated in the sense na sobrang dami na ngayon, kinocomplicate nila. Some dividend investors would say na, if you're a dividend investor, dapat alam mo yung mga calculation na to, mga payout ratio na ito, mga value na ito, which I believe is valuable. Okay? That's valuable indeed. Pero nagiging complicated siya eh. And in terms of complication, like, if you've been following me, you might notice na hindi ako medyo nagtuturo ng mga technicalities in dividend investing. So, some people would even say na, hindi ko na fina-follow si Teopilo kasi basic lang naman yung sinasabi niya, di ba? Compare sa iba, which sobrang ganda din. In fact, I learned from other mga influencers din. I learned from them. And then, yung point ko nito is, the reason why hindi ako nagtuturo, I don't complicate it because, first off, hindi ako expert. Hindi ako expert. Like, hindi ako nag-enjoy, magbabasa ng mga financial statements. Ikaw, mahilig ka ba magbasa nun? If mahilig ka, then good for you. Pero, I gotta be honest, hindi ako mahilig doon. I just look at yung mga disclosures. I look at yung app. Makikita mo yung profit. Makikita mo yung net income. Yung mga basic fundamental analysis, I do that. Okay? But I don't encourage people na maging expert. May mga experts dyan eh. Sila na yung maging experts. Hindi na mo na kailangan maging expert. But, my point is that you don't have to be an expert in dividend investing. You just have to go back to the root, to the reason why, bakit you are a dividend investor. So, ano ba yung reason why bakit naging dividend investor ka? Ako personally, here's my story. Like, years ago, nung bata pa ako, we went, meron kaming tinatawag na round south, meaning yung south part ng Cebu, iikutin namin. So, it's called round south. And, in the middle of the trip, my mom said, tara, uwi na tayo kasi may meeting pa ako. And that was the point in my life na sinabi ko na, I'm gonna make passive income in the sense na when it's travel time, it's travel time. When it's time to spend with family, it's really time to spend with family. Not because nagmamadali ako na uuwi ako kasi may meeting ako. And that's why I've been obsessed really with learning about passive income kasi yan yung pinaka-root ko eh. And that's why I'm passionate about dividend investing kasi it's the vehicle na I see na could really give you that passive income. And kaya nga tinawag siya na Lodi lifestyle, living on dividends and interest. Because what would you do if you're already living on dividends and interest? Diba? So it's kind of, the goal is stress-free investing na you can really pursue yung passion mo, be with your family, ma-enjoy ulit yung gaming. So, ako mahilig ako sa games and finally, I'm able to do that right now. Yun yung passion ko eh. And, nasasad lang ako when I see people come to me. And happy ako kasi they come to me and nasashock ako like, uy, ikaw si Tio Phil. Ako. Tapos picture sila. So, I really, really appreciate you guys. I really love you guys. Thank you for the support. But, nasasad ako when people would say like, anong tingin mo sa stock na to? Mag-i-increase eh. Ibenta ko na ba? And, okay, bakit mo siya ibebenta? Di ba dividend investor ka? Okay? So, I feel like na-disconnect yung purpose. So, that's why I made this video because I wanna reconnect you guys back dun sa purpose no why you do dividend investing. It's gonna be stress-free. Yes, you need to study, you need to find the best stocks, but invest, harvest, reinvest, enjoy a bit, and yeah, live on dividends and interest. Hindi yung nasi-stress ka na iti-trade mo siya. Like, somebody came up to me and said, yung A-REIT na benta ko. Kasi nag-shoot up, binenta ko. And then, ngayon, tumaas na ulit. Tumaas na ulit. And then he asked me, what if mag-increase? Yung RCR na naman. Possible na mag-increase. Ibebenta ko ba? Sabi ko, Bisaya na tuloy tayo, di ba? Sabi ko, bakit mo ibebenta? Di ba dividend investor ka? Yung point nun is stress-free investing. So, you just invest, hold, and probably some of you might ask, so kailan mo siya ibibenta? Kung pwede, hindi. Pwede hindi, di ba? But, sige, ako personally, I was able to sell a dividend stock because hindi na talaga performing. So, I look at fundamentals and hindi na kumikita yung company, walang growth. So, I really decided to let go. Okay? So, parang business lang din, di ba? You have to let go. But if you have a winning stock, ibibigay ng regular dividends, then the goal nun is to live on dividends eh, hindi ibenta. And yeah, basically, this is kind of rant. Like, I see a lot of people complicating dividend investing. I see traders disguised as dividend investors. Every day, nagti-check. Every day, nagma-market updates. Dividend investor tayo. In fact, minsan, nasashock na ako, bakit ang ingay ng social media ngayon? Down pala yung market. Ibenta ko na ba yung stocks ko? Bakit mo ibenta? Dividend investor ka, di ba? So, yun lang. Medyo na-stress ako. Complicating it. Kailangan mo matuto ng ganito. May iba din na nag-comment sa akin na, this is very irresponsible na i-leverage mo na yung mga experts. Dapat matuto ka rin. Leverage. Kaya nga expert sila eh. Para i-leverage natin sila. You don't have to be the expert. Di ba? So, yun lang. Medyo kinda rant. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm happy if you agree with me or you disagree with me. But ako personally, I just really gonna go back to my core, to the root of why I do this. I wanna live on dividends and interest so I can pursue my passion, have more time with my family, and not stress with making money. Okay, kasi it's positive cash flow already. But I make money somewhere else. Okay, I make money somewhere else. I have an agency. I handle clients. I do content creation. So I have other businesses. Okay, that money, that's how I make money. I put it in my dividend portfolio because yung goal ko, yung dividend portfolio ko, there will come a time that this will be enough, okay, to fund my desired lifestyle. So yeah, yun yung thoughts ko about the current state of dividend investors right now, dividend investing in the Philippines. And yeah, peace out.